I can't guarantee that I won't flip out on people in the comments if they say something that annoys me, but try not to take it too personally. I can't guarantee I won't do it again either. Like the guy that called me a jerk because of the way I picked up my cat. I picked up the cat like this. It doesn't hurt him. I wouldn't do it. If it even made him uncomfortable, I wouldn't do it. I love this dog. Nothing I can do to him will make him uncomfortable in any way. The cat, same thing. I just got that cat a special diet. It cost me a fortune for his kidneys, and he doesn't like only eating that. They told me not to give him chicken toppers or a high protein diet for some reason. And he doesn't want to eat only the dry food, so he's meows at. He looks better though, which is good. My other dog, I just spent $6,200 to save her life, and believe me, I would have spent every dime, my entire bank account to save her life. Animals are a pain in the ass. Anyways, to bury the hatchet, we're gonna do the album version of Bodhisattva, and it better be awesome. After all this. Okay, digging this. Loving the harmonies there.
Bodhisattva, would you take me by the hand? Bodhisattva, would you take me by the hand? Can you show me the shine of your Japan, the sparkle of your China? Can you show me Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva? I'm gonna sell my house in town. Bodhisattva, I'm gonna sell my house in town. And I'll be there, the shine in your Japan, the sparkle in your China. Yes, I'll be there, Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva.
Oh, it does have rockabilly, a bit of rockabilly in there. Oh, wow. Well, I'd gotta admit that I do enjoy this better than that live version. But some of those, like Green Earrings, I really think I preferred that over the album version. This one, I prefer the album version. It sounds so good. Really, really awesome.
Bodhisattva, would you take me by the hand?
There's a rockabilly or psychobilly band called Reverend Horton Heat. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. They have a sound similar to this, but they also utilize like punk rock, and it gets kind of heavy. It's like psychobilly, they call it. And they're really awesome too. I saw them live in Worcester, Massachusetts, or Worcester. And, he's a lot older than he was in the 90s, but, they still put on a hell of a show. It was awesome.
I'm gonna sell my house down. Bodhisattva, I'm gonna sell my house down. And I'll be there, shining your Japan, sparkling your China. Yes, I'll be there. Bodhisattva, 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 Bodhisattva. Look out.
I'm liking this. I still can't get over this band, and you're right, that their studio, it's really unbelievable. Like this, what album is this off of? I'm playing the Decade of Steely Dan, so is this the first one? I don't know, I should have played the actual album it's off of, which I think it's the first one. That's very rockin', so you would think. Let's see. Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is an individual who has achieved spiritual enlightenment but chooses to delay entering nirvana, the state of liberation, to assist others in achieving their own enlightenment. Oh, that's interesting. Again, Steely Dan with the interesting lyrics. Kind of like, I was like, isn't that nirvana? But I get what they're saying. No? Steely Dan. And everybody knows, now I'm sure I'm not telling you guys anything, the meaning and where Steely Dan comes from. Anyone that doesn't know, I suggest you go look it up immediately, but I'm sure probably 99% of you know exactly what it means. Bodhisattva. What is the lawsuit against Steely Dan? Several media outlets have reported that Donald Fagen, co-founding member of the band Steely Dan, is suing the estate of his late co-founding partner Walter Becker to maintain control of the group and its name. Oh, well, he's doing it to maintain control of the group and its name, but who would he lose the controls to? His family? After he passed? Is that what they're talking about? Someone says on Reddit, can we please talk about Bodhisattva? I never appreciated Countdown to Ecstasy, there's the album it's on, simply because it was so rushed in the studio. That was rushed? I listened to a lot of the songs, as I've always loved my old school and the Boston Rag. However, I never listened to Bodhisattva. It's not a typical Steely Dan song, correct me if I'm wrong, but the most of what I've heard from them has been a little slow in tempo. Still super groovy, but normally more slow. Bodhisattva is extremely upbeat, and recently I've discovered how much of a banger it is. Yeah, what are you, nuts? It's freaking awesome. The part that gets me the most, though, is the last three chords, specifically the last few seconds. You hear that final chord, and suddenly Denny Diaz comes in with this insane guitar riff going up and down the fretboard. This simply blew my mind and made me realize I probably never even made it to the end in the past. If I had, likely I would have been stuck with it much sooner. Yeah, I mean, I heard that as well, and it was awesome. Anyone else just lose it when that final solo comes in? Yeah, I think that's yes. I'm gonna put a yes. I actually kind of want to hear it again, like from the halfway mark. so... Oh my god, that reminds me of something. I think one of my favorite bands has ripped they took that from this song. I just realized it now, but I can't place what it is. What is that from? Is it Ween? Ween must have listened to Steely Dan because they remind me a lot of Steely Dan. They're not as musically proficient, and it's just the two guys and the keyboardist and the drummer. They're good, don't get me wrong, but they're not at the levels. They're not Steely Dan level. The guy plays guitar really well, but he's not this mega studio musician called in just for his chops. He's not one, that's...
Bodhisattva, would you take me by the hand? Bodhisattva, would you take me by the hand? Can you show me the shine of your Japan? The sparkle of your China? Can you show me? Bodhisattva, Bodhisattva, I'm gonna sell my house down. Bodhisattva, I'm gonna sell my house down. And I'll be there, shining your Japan. The sparkle in your China. Yes, I'll be there. Bodhisattva, 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 Bodhisattva. Look out!
This part is awesome. It's in one ear, right here. That is great. Keys over here. Distortion over here. I know I say it every time, but that might be my favorite Steely Dan song. Right now, it certainly is. I cannot get over how every damn song I listen to is equally as good as the last one. That is pretty unique. My favorite band, Tool, is like that. But Steely Dan, what the hell? What the hell? How can they be that good? And how could I have never heard of them? No one thought, hey, Ross, maybe you might want to check out Steely Dan, seeing as how every one of their songs is the best song you've ever heard. No one ever said that to me. I knew the couple that you hear on the radio, and I always thought they were awesome. That solo and Do It Again, holy crap, best solo. I always said it's the best solo I've ever heard in my life. Turns out Jimmy Page thinks it's his favorite solo of all time as well. Denny Diaz, who played the first guitar solo on the track. Baxter the Skunk is Jeff the Skunk Baxter, who played the second solo. That's cool. They got two people playing two different solos, so now I want to go back and listen which solo do I like better. I think the second solo got to me, but maybe the first one, I don't know. Okay, that's enough. I get very impressed with this song. Stick around and we'll have some fun.